But yeah. Check, 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 check. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Hello.
Everything sounds good. Let's set this somewhere where it doesn't give a bunch of feedback. But yeah, so as far as you never want to miss, I can't even think of the name of it now. Suhoor. You never want to miss Suhoor.
I'll be missing.
It's very important during Ramadan.
I missed like half last year.
Don't. Because see what happens is that sets you up to have to make up a day.
By missing Suhoor?
Yeah, because mentally, like that affects you mentally when you know you ain't ate all day and you reach that rough patch in the day. And it's like, man, I can make up this day. I need to drink something. It also depends on what you do at work.
I ain't going out like that. I ain't going out sorry. You know what I'm saying? I take my strikes, baby. You know what I'm saying? I didn't wake up. That's on me, coach. You know, I ain't about to just.
But also, you know,
a day up.
At the same time, this is the Dean of Ease. You don't want to make it no harder than what it already is.
Right, for sure. But
that's why we do the rolled oats with the chia seeds.
What's the chia seeds do? They give you
energy. Energy. Give you mad energy.
We was at the store the other day. She was like, when we going to do these oats? I was like, when we get closer to Ramadan. She was like, it's in 2 weeks. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like,
right around the corner.
Let's go get some dates. Let's get some peaches.
Yeah, right around the corner. So yeah.
Chia seeds. Where did I find these at in Kroger's?
It's the same place you find all like the nuts and sprinkles and you know where you like scoop the little
it's in there.
Yeah, you just make it your bed. We still got a bag from last year. I got a bunch of them, and I'm gonna get some more this year. Right. I'm gonna get some more rolled oats, and this year, like I said, we are a bit more financially stable than what we were, so I'm really gonna hook it up this year. And hopefully, inshallah, now that I work the schedule that I work, I'm gonna be at the masjid more denters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes that's the best suhoor. Yeah. Leftover from the night before?
I've had it like maybe a couple times, but I ain't not to remember.
There's a lot of times I go in there and I get that first plate and I kind of wait around and they're like, all right, get the rest. Because, you know, they don't want to take it home with them.
All right.
Get 2 big trays of rice and whatever chicken's left and stock, and the next morning put that in a bowl with the rolled oats. I'm good all day because see the rolled oats stick to your stomach and they burn more energy. They give you energy. With the chia seeds, it gives you energy. So I can coast through a day.
I can't do that. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that much rice during Ramadan. I can't do the rice.
What's you gluten allergy?
No, I ain't got no gluten allergy. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100 with mine. But I don't know. It just make me hungrier. You know what I'm saying?
For real?
Like after I eat some rice, like we just had some rice. You know what I'm saying? A couple hours from now, I'm gonna be like, God bless. I'm gonna need something. You know? It's
so
like
you might have to just stick with the roll oats.
I'm about to go hard on these oats. I got me some oats.
And it's easy, man. Like I said, it's easy. It's just like the night before you get your
break it down.
So basically, you got your rolled oats. Take you a cup. Get you some Tupperware. Let's say, and what we do during Ramadan is we meal prep for the whole week. So since it's just me and Ashley, I get 14 Tupperware things together. Half a cup to a cup of rolled oats per container. Put that in there, then you put whatever ingredients you're going to put in there. If it's a little bit of sugar or honey or whatever, you put it in there. The chia seeds, go ahead and put them in there. And then you take...
How much chia seeds are we talking? Are we talking like...
You need no more than like maybe a teaspoon.
All right.
It's not a lot. Just enough to when you mix it, it's in there.
But it's like a lot of energy. Yeah. So if I eat chia seeds all day, I'm going to be Energizer Bunny.
You won't be Energizer Bunny, but you'll have some energy. It's not just the chia seeds. Chia seeds give you some energy, but the rolled oats, like, they combine, they connect like Voltron. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That boy reaching, God bless.
But you put that in there, and then like you take for that cup of rolled oats, you can use a cup of 2% milk or a cup of water. I like 2% milk.
I'm probably gonna do water.
So you take it, you just put it in there, stir it up, put the top on it, stick it in the fridge. When you wake up in the morning, and if you're doing it the night before, you got to give it at least 6 to 7 hours.
So how you do it for 14?
You just, like I said, you just per container.
So on the 7th day, when you got the last one, it's still good? Like it's still ready to go?
Yeah.
It ain't like overdone or nothing?
Mm-mm. Because only thing that happens is the oats soak up the moisture.
Right.
So it does half the job for you.
Right.
So when you wake up, when you wake up in the morning, if you want it hot, pop it in the microwave. If you want to eat it just is, just eat it just is.
So you ain't got to put it in the freezer or anything?
Mm-mm. Just put it in the refrigerator. Just put it in the refrigerator, and
all right,
when you wake up for sahur, wake up, make wudu, eat, and you want to do it in a reasonable enough time where you're not trying to hurry up and eat before it's time to make prayer. But you eat, take your time. Like, and now we got the little individual cups of coffee thing. Maybe a little individual cup of coffee. Cause I'm usually one who gets up. I get up and get everything started, and I wake her up like, "Come on, let's go, let's get this." Cause God bless my wife. She does not like to get up. So,
bro, it's tough, bro. I'm not a morning person, but I'm definitely about to be rolling up.
My wife's not a morning person, but I just know that. Somebody has to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody,
so like,
yeah, for sure.
I get up, I get everything prepared, get it going, and I also know if I don't, and I allow us both to lay in the bed sleep, it's going to be a tough day.
Right.
Because the jobs that we have take brain power. Like physically, I don't do nothing in my job most times but sit.
Right.
But depending on what I'm doing that day, it takes a lot of patience and tolerance.
Right.
And if you ain't eating, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't got no energy and you dragging.
Yeah.
Like all it takes is that one time, and they said Shaitan's locked up, but that don't mean he can't. He still. They don't mean they covered his mouth up. The nigga can still whisper.
Yeah.
He still be able to sell like Negan on The Walking Dead.
Bro, see, I ain't even.
You ain't even watch The Walking Dead?
I watched Walking Dead, but boy, I got burned out, bro. I got burned out after he killed my boy. With the hammer. I couldn't. I don't know.
Look, man.
Where I'm at, niggas.
You trying to be a content king?
I'm going, bro. Look. Wait a minute. Hold on.
You can't be like average. Talking about practice.
Baby, close your ears. Look,
practice. You talking about practice,
bro? Look, I
need you in the gym, nigga.
I'm with it, bro. I get burned out.
How you think Kobe became Kobe? The nigga was in the gym shooting the same jump shot 2,000 times.
Bro, I can be in the gym
every day.
I'm not worried about being in the gym. My thing is, bro, I got this 9 to 5 that's really like 9 to 7 or 8 to 7 sometimes. It just be taking all my day. But like, I just got burnt out on
How many days a week do you work?
5 or 6 sometimes.
So yeah, you working 5. So you work almost 60-hour weeks.
Yeah, so I be about done when I get home.
Yeah, you gotta figure something out because we got to have you in the game.
I'm always ready.
We can't. Once we get into the thick of it, I can't come to you like you hear about the Mueller report. You be like, huh? I get up every morning now. CNN's on. I might not know what the fuck they talking about, but CNN is on. I get some of that in. Got my podcast I listen to. And I think it's a little different because my job allows me the luxury of most times being so slow that my phone is playing some type of content. And I got a Bluetooth in my ear.
Bluetooth?
I keep one Bluetooth in my ear.
For work? Or you can hear
so I can hear my content. And I'm just sitting there.
You got AirPods?
I got the ones that go around the joints
go
around my
neck. Because I've been thinking about because I be at the desk, you know what I'm saying? I be having YouTube on, but sometimes some other people have their YouTube on. Sometimes I don't turn mine on.
You need to get your Bluetooth.
That's what I've been thinking about.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, go.
The podcast I be listening to.
Walmart got them for $10. I can show you what kind
Walmart owed me some money.
Yeah, the Bluetooth for $10. It goes around your neck. One goes in your ear, and basically, whatever I'm watching, whether it's CNN, YouTube, I got a website I go to watch shows. That's how I keep up on all of my shows, and that's how I don't know. That's how I keep up with everything because I work 12-hour shifts too. So when I come home, a lot of times it's like it's time to spend time with the wife and go to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I also gaming of course. So it's like I get home, I got enough time to get on the game, get a little bit in, and then I gotta look up and she's looking at me, turn it off, watch TV, go to sleep. But now with the new PlayStation app, I can actually play PlayStation from work.
You be playing at work?
Not yet, because I can't. I'm not a phone gamer, so.
Oh yeah, you showed me it was
yeah. But if once they make more of the controllers that hook up to the phone, and they get the drivers, because I think it's what it is. Like iPhone and Android don't have the drivers compatible with PlayStation.
So what content are we talking about? Am I trying to consume everything?
My nigga, you got to be a Renaissance man.
All right. Look, I'm not scared of no child.
A cosmopolitan.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I get out here and talk something.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
I can do it.
That's the best way to be.
I swear I'm the GOAT, bro, but I just be chilling. For real, bro. I just be chilling. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give me some of them because I be listening to stuff at work. But see, the podcast I be listening to, sometimes I listen to Bill Burr, the comedian, and then I listen to like sports, like basketball. That's it. I don't really listen to. I don't even.
It all depends on what you're into. I just know that where I envision the podcast going to sprout out to do more. Entertainment, politics, and religion have to be, and of course gaming, have to be the things that I focus on.
Okay, yeah. So that brings me into what I was talking about. Like, okay, so entertainment, that's like gaming, sports, media, all that. And then we got the politics, politics. And then we got the religion. So okay, now I know. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to go listen to Food Network? Like, what am I talking about?
I mean, it's good to know about food because you're married. You're married. Something you ain't get to have your wife cooking everything. Look, I stuck my foot in some turkey the other night, bro. Yeah. Baked the turkey out this bad boy. No, not baked. Roasted the turkey out this bad boy. Even though my wife got the wrong turkey. She's like, oh, the turkey. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we eat on that all week. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Alhamdulillah. Let's go in here. Open up the fridge, open the turkey up, said, oh, where the wings and legs at? I said, why we got to quadriplegic turkey? Cut all the limbs off. She got a turkey breast. But it was cool. I mean, it wasn't that hard. There's certain things, especially when it comes to cooking, I saw my parents do it, and my father do it younger, and never did it. So, like, now that I'm older, experimenting, you know what I'm saying? Trying out new things. Because I still need to get our wives together so your wife can teach my wife how your wife cooks. I don't know if you kept up with that, but I was juggling that magnificently. You know what I'm saying?
Juggling what?
I said to get our wives together so your wife can teach my wife how your wife cooks.
Oh, yeah. You stuck the landing.
That's 10.
For sure. That was definitely one of those. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got link up there.
Because she finally learned how to do the rice. And every now and then we have that chicken tikka masala. Right. Which, bro, it's good. It's good. The chicken tikka masala is good, but it's not made from scratch. Bro. Because, we niggas around here, so basically what we do is
if you're not Indian,
we get the rice. Let's check this out. We get the rice. We get the chicken thighs. And then we go to Kroger and get the ready-made sauce.
Right.
So it's good, but it's not al dente.
That curl just...
Yeah, al dente. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, the list of ingredients on their stuff, bro. Shout out to Indian people or people who can make Indian food, bro. Cause I don't know how y'all do that. Like, have you been to Masala over by Sahara's?
Yeah, I've been in there.
Bro, they smacking people in there, bro. They in there smacking people, bro. But yeah, I don't know.
But it's also
some stuff be, bro. Yeah, some stuff be dope, bro. Some stuff I ain't gonna lie, I'm not messing with.
Yeah,
I'm not messing with it.
But I still would like to have some of that on a regular basis because
right.
Talk to my wife about getting older and eating better and
for sure.
Trying to, like I said, I'm trying to intake more water, cut the caffeine down to 1, maybe 2 cups a day. And so far, I've been doing all right on that because I used to drink a pot or 2 or 3 pots a day. At this point, I'm drinking like 1 cup in the morning, right. Maybe 1 in the afternoon when I'm gaming. Trying to stay away from the caffeine. You already be done with the nicotine. I'm cut down to 1.5 milligrams on this vaping because I'm trying to get to the point where I don't need it at all. Which honestly, I really don't, but I don't want to put myself through crazy cravings.
Yeah.
So just trying to get better and
for sure, bro. I'm trying to get better, bro. I'm getting older, bro. Like my knees be talking to me, and they be like, "Hey, bro."
Today,
you know what I'm saying?
Just ain't your day.
Well, I'll be at work. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna hoop today. My knees like, bro. Man, let me come in here. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you for a minute. I'm like, man, come on, baby. But yeah, bro, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
So, have you watched any lectures in the past week or so?
I mean, I feel like I watched some, but that was like we had missed a week of recording, and I had watched one before that. Yeah. That's why when I was on well, I was like, I don't know what we finna talk about.
Like I said, Ramadan is definitely something that is coming up, and let's go ahead and get the basics of Ramadan down for the listeners. Basically, it's fasting, and the generic or layman purpose for Ramadan is discipline.
Right.
If you can go 12 to 13 hours without doing something that is a necessity, like eating and drinking water,
right,
then what else can you restrain yourself from?
Right.
It's a purification. If you out there fornicating, you thotting, you letting letting all the spoons in your pudding, or you putting your spoon in all the puddings, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can fast, you can cut that out.
Right.
You cuss a lot, you can cut it out. Anything, you can cut it out. I mean, because it takes... Now, I might be saying this wrong, but I think it's like if you can do something for 21 days...
Yeah, I've heard 21 days, 21.
Yeah, it could break or create a habit.
Right.
So that's what this is for, because we strive to be the best person that we can be.
Right.
Now, I can get into the whole theological reason for Ramadan from the Islamic aspect, which is that's the month that the Quran was brought down, and that's also the month that before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam became or was given prophethood, that he would reflect and fast or whatnot. But in layman's terms, it's for discipline and purification.
Right.
And it's not as bad as people think.
It's not that bad.
Because honestly, when you really think about it, how many days a month do you go and you don't eat all day?
Right. You sleep
and not even
every night.
It.
You don't be eating everything. Yeah. That's why they call it breakfast, because you're breaking your fast when you sleep.
So it's not that bad. The hardest things for me is during Ramadan is watching my language, because I cuss like a sailor. Y'all couldn't tell already. If y'all couldn't tell already. Staying away from like violent movies, because I love a good action movie or anime or whatever. Like, the more gunfire,
that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, am I gonna be able to play Fortnite during Ramadan?
Probably not. Fortnite is not a game you want to play during Ramadan.
That's tough.
It's gonna be 2K.
It's 2K. You hear that? You better get your gym shorts out, baby. But
yeah, and of course, music. But the beautiful thing about the music during Ramadan is it makes it easier because I listen to a lot of jazz.
Yeah, Kenny G.
Old school rock, like Stevie Nicks type stuff, Fleetwood Mac. I don't know if you don't know nothing about that. Sade. Hey, if there's anything you should listen to during Ramadan, it's Sade. She put you in that mood, fam. You'll be peaceful all day long. I'm trying to tell you, the first time I practiced Ramadan by myself, like as a grown man on my own, I had my own little efficiency apartment.
Oh, you think you grown? No.
Fam, I used to wake up an hour before Fajr, open up my Quran, I'd read a little bit, then I would close my Quran, turn some Sade on, and sit there and drink coffee. And I don't know what it is, that whole day I was just like, relax.
For real?
Relax.
Is that a man or a woman?
Sade's a woman. But she makes real smooth music. Of course, it's all about love and all of that, but we're talking about old school love. We ain't talking about
like... Or is it just like...
That's lyrics, but I mean, it's not like... how should I say? It's not like today's R&B lyrics. Like we're talking about soul here. We're not talking about R&B. We're talking about soul. Real instruments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
It's like a very mature Erykah Badu. Because Erykah Badu be throwing down, but Sade is who Erykah Badu probably aspires to be. I don't know if she does, but I would think that's who she models herself off of when it comes to that soul aspect of music. But yeah, staying away from the profanity and violence in music, video games, cussing.
And it's like, it's not like
keeping my gaze low.
You ain't. The thing about Ramadan Islam, it's supposed to be easy. So you ain't got to look at all these things and think that you got to change all of these. Just pick one or two, try to focus on those. You know what I'm saying? It's about building blocks. You know
I'm glad you said that. It does bring up a good point. Don't try to do everything all at once.
Yeah, because you're going to fall on your flake.
Because I think this year my biggest thing that I'm focusing on, of course, is prayer.
Definitely.
And profanity. As far as the TV shows and all that's concerned, I'm going to do my best. But it's 2019. Like, I don't see how I'm going to go that long without watching. Because you can't find anything to watch on TV. And I'm not just sitting in silence. I'm not. I'm sorry. I can probably try to watch lectures all day long, but that's not going to work. Because after a while, I'll tune it out. Like, I get tired. And I got a pretty good attention span compared to half of the Americans that peruse social media on a daily basis. I can only imagine someone who stays on Facebook all day long, what they're going to do when they ain't got the stuff they got to look at. Because that's something you can't do either. It's peruse Facebook. You know what shit is on Facebook?
Man, I had to look. I'm still friends with a lot of people, but I don't follow them on Facebook.
Instagram and Twitter, I have to be careful of because it will get me in trouble.
Instagram,
because niggas are perverts, fam.
Bro, Instagram is.
Twitter ain't no better. Niggas are perverts.
If you get on Instagram, that's automatic 45 minutes gone.
I was scrolling through Twitter the other night. I'm laying next to my wife. We watching something, and this dude always posts this picture of these different chicks. And you don't never know what you're gonna scroll up on.
Right.
It's happened to scroll up, and I look up at the TV. And I look back down, and this girl on. I was like, "Oh, good lord!" It's like the phone. It's like the phone heated up. Like, oh, get it out my hands! Get it out my hands!
What's coming?
I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking.
For sure.
So no, so I don't know. I'm gonna find something to watch that is mild, that will entertain me.
Right.
In those times in between. I haven't figured out exactly what it's gonna be yet, but. It's gonna be something.
I don't know what I'm about to do. I guess I'm about to be playing 2K.
I'm already playing 2K.
Listen to lectures. That's what I used to do. Listen to lectures and play 2K. I don't even listen to to the announcers that much because they say the same stuff after a while.
Yeah. You don't really need the volume up on 2K at all. So when you first get the game, yeah. Because you want to see what's new and hear everything.
I like how they be bringing different people in. Like, they're bringing Kobe or Bill Simmons or something like that.
Yeah.
They need to...
Kevin Garnett.
They need to add in updated versions of that stuff to the game.
I think that would be dope, too. I was thinking about that the other day if they, like, did it throughout the season.
Right.
Even after trades.
Right. Like, have it, like, maybe four times through the year. Just to give an update. Because you're saying the same stuff, like...
The beautiful thing is, it's rumored next year they're going back to the 2K17 rep system. I can't wait.
I didn't play 2Ks.
Well, you know how now, like, it takes up a bunch of your time to grind your player out. Like, you have to play My Career in order to get your player up. So, like, a lot of the times you're trying to get this specific archetype to competitive play.
Right.
And you're missing out on a lot of online hours. And everybody else is playing with their people online, and you missing out. And then you finally get them to where you want. You play, and I'm a type of person, I like multiple builds. I can't just play with one.
I can't. Yeah.
So it took out, but next year they're supposed to be bringing back the 2K17, where it's like you get them to a certain overall in My Career, and then you get the rest in the park.
Right.
So that means every build I can hit the park with at least 90. And then it just, I don't know, when the 2K17, when I started playing the online version of 2K and playing on Park and all of that, it was just, it was easy to get games. Everybody was more engaged because no one was worried about records and overalls and none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't wait till they bring it back.
Yeah, I ain't really playing it on
Cranberry juice.
On 18, yeah, it just felt like if you didn't have your team already, like people could come in and just jump you if they already had a squad on 18.
Yeah, no, they cut that out this year. They had it at the beginning of the year where they can kick people off, but then they got rid of it because it's getting ridiculous, man. Like, for one thing, you're already waiting forever for a game, and then all of a sudden someone else can come and just take your game. Like,
yeah,
I don't even real like we fighting, fam. Like, it's not you can't just show up at the gym and say we play. No, nigga, no, you ain't. I had next.
I remember I was at
I don't care who you are. Talking about VIP, he's nuts.
Bruh, 2 people were fighting over the last spot to get on at Cardinal Valley. They was like, I'm on. They were like, y'all better fight for it, bro. They still can't fight. I was like, God bless, bro. We ain't making no money out here, baby.
Y'all niggas couldn't flip a coin? Y'all had to fight?
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about getting the game. I ain't never really delved into it before. Like,
you need to get the console first.
Yeah.
Before you buy a new game.
Where them Xbox people at, bro?
Nowhere.
I'm eventually gonna.
But I'm just telling you, like, did you watch the video I sent you?
Yeah, I watch it
with the exclusive PlayStation games.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. I'm not a gamer in the sense I play a lot of variety.
You trying to be a content king, right?
Bro.
You work on the left hand, man.
Hey, don't let me go left, baby.
What was Leon's name on Above the Rim? What was the nigga's name?
Chef.
Yeah, I'm like him. You work on the left hand.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, definitely don't get me wrong. Like once we start cranking out,
but see, you gotta understand, like that's what's going to push the content when it comes to streaming.
Because there's two different ways you could go.
I mean, you could do one game. You could just do 2K.
That's a burnout right there, right?
Yeah, if you just do 2K, like eventually you're gonna get burned out, or you're gonna be a clickbaiter. That's true. And there's a lot of dudes. That's all they do is clickbait. Oh, look at this glitch. Oh, I got the best build in the game. Like, I'm literally, like, when you watch 2K YouTubers, every month they got a best build in the game.
All right.
Every other week, this is the best jump shot. No, they can't. For one thing, you can't be that good when you change your jump shot up like that. Like, right. That's just even in real life and mechanics. Like, right. Hand-eye coordination and muscle memory. Like, if you always changing up your form, you're never going to be that good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what ends up happening on 2K is you're gonna end up being a clickbaiter. There are a few guys that I watch that are good content creators. The other 98%, they just recycling shit over and over again. There are a couple of them that they actually entertain. The rest of them, I look at them and I watch them as a means of info for when it's my turn.
So let me ask you this: you got a game that you waiting to come out? What's it called?
Days Gone.
Days Gone. So Days Gone drops. When is that coming out this month?
April 26th.
Now, usually they drop 2K in like September. But what if they drop... That game comes out, you playing that, and then the next month they drop 2K. Are you still going to... You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? You going to play both?
Yeah. Because, see, like I said, if we set
but it still cut the time in half of the gaming. You know what I'm saying? The content.
But it provides more content. Because 2K, I can only play with so much of. Days Gone, I can play with almost so much stuff. But there's so much you can create out of it.
Right.
You can create challenges. Like I was watching my boy YG the Beast the other day. He was playing live. He plays live and 2K. He's one of the very few that play both basketball games. But in live, he was doing the 20 down challenge. So he allowed the other team to get up 20 points. And then he tried to bring his team back.
In my career? In like career?
In career. I'm sorry. Will that do you for that too? Yes, woman. Hold on.
You just Mr. Futuristic over here, ain't you?
Birthday gift. I was gonna buy it off my pops. But
I thought you was about to go in there and change real quick, Frozone. I didn't know what was about to happen.
No, but yeah, he had a creative play. I think this was his 3-point shooter, LaRange, because he has like different characters he has for the games too. So like on 2K, he has LaVertical James. That's his slasher.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Then on live, he has. Oh, he also has Lacrosse on 2K. He ain't made Lacrosse yet, but that's his playmaker. That's dude who's the playmaker, Lacrosse James. Then on live, he has LaRange James and LaClamp James. So LaRange was going against, I think it was the Celtics, and he was with Utah. So he let the Celtics go up 20, and then he tried to bring the team back. He's already entertaining as it is, with his commentary on how he plays the game, is the way he is. You know what I'm saying?
I need to get back on 2K.
So and that's live, but he does both. And he has one where he does NCAA basketball, I think 2K15 on PC. And then he has another one where he has Quavo. He does a season with Quavo on 2K.
I think you showed me that one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like did
he make Quavo though?
No, it was already a preset in the game, but he had been doing Quavos years ago.
Before that?
Before they put him in the game. So like every year for 2K, his subscribers are looking towards, okay, we see LaVertical, they're used to seeing it, and then he also breaks up some of them where he does like Grand Theft Auto storylines where like LaRange James picks up his girlfriend from the strip club. No, it's LaVertical. LaVertical, her name's what was it? LaVertical, Ling Ling. He's like, yeah, girl, I'm putting soy sauce on Ling Ling. At some point, she gets kidnapped in this little storyline during the season. It's just,
for real?
Yeah, and it's just one guy he uses on 2K. But like I said, he got 2 other guys on live.
But how did he make the whole storyline though?
I don't know how he did it. I don't care. I don't care how he did it.
Is there like visuals, like animations of like her getting kidnapped and stuff?
Kind of, because basically, you know, on PC, you can create your own movie with Grand Theft Auto.
I didn't know that.
So like, you could like set stuff up
to happen. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's see.
So basically, he comes up with the concept. He makes all this stuff, and you follow it along. You know what I'm saying? But he's also playing other games.
Right.
Like he plays Fortnite, and he streams on Twitch. I think he probably streams on Facebook Live as well. There's other stuff that he does outside of just YouTube. Because when you're doing this and you're trying to make it to where it's your primary source of income, you got to do more than just one.
Right. I mean,
you got to be multifaceted. You know what I'm saying?
I got more than a spoon in my bag. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna get this PlayStation, man, and we gonna do this double stream. It's gonna be dope, but
yeah, we can do a little pro-am team
and yeah, by the time the next 2K come out, for sure, I'll definitely been there, had the PlayStation. We already did a couple things with another game to where we can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We know what we're doing by the time it come out, so that way we can take over the 20s. You know what I'm saying?
And let's go ahead and get this established now. What position you in?
But that's my thing. Like I can play any position.
Cause I'm going point, fam.
You can go point, bro. I can play a big.
I like two guard, but I don't feel like looking for no point guard, so I might as well just run point.
That's my thing. Like when I used to play, I used to be like a shooting guard, small forward. But then all the point guards I play will just be terrible point guards. They'll be shoot first, trying to cross somebody when they at the other team's free throw line. And I'm just like, all right, let me make a point guard. Then by the time I make a point guard, all these niggas just don't want to get the ball to the point guard after the rebound. Like, bro, I don't want to shoot. Just give me the ball so I can take it to the court. Then I got the dimer. Like, what are you talking about? Why? I don't understand. Why is the center trying to be the point guard?
That, and I think, this year what I've noticed is I can't run with randoms no more in Pro-Am because... The Randeezes.
The randominiums?
The Randeezes, fam, because when you come from basketball background...
Bro, it's terrible.
And you are a sim head first. Because before all of this internet shit, I was a sim head. I played multiple career years and put my guy to the Hall of Fame. Like, you get used to offensive sets and how people...
Right.
Everybody ain't moving like that. It's too much goddamn moving on the court. Like,
bruh, it's not realistic. It's not. I swear, more than half the people that play 2K never played basketball in their life.
Everybody can't be trying to get open, fam.
It's like y'all only know turbo. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Like, why are you crossing right next to me, my nigga?
You got 3 people coming up to set you a screen at the top of the key. Get up, move. Why y'all bringing your man on me like that? What's wrong with y'all?
And they get mad at you because you get the ball stolen.
Ain't going to me on my roll. Like,
for one thing, my build is 6'3".
Right.
I had 2 6'9" and 1 7-footer all at the top of the key. No, take it back. 6 of y'all niggas, and then one nigga sitting in the corner, just standing there.
Bro.
Why can't everybody be like this nigga over here? Find somewhere, and then y'all go talk amongst yourselves.
Just make natural basketball movements. Like, it's not hard.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure y'all watch it. Like, y'all don't. I don't know, bro. That shit crazy. Like, when people get rebounds especially on the 2K camera, they throw the ball like it's like somebody went for Hail Mary. Like, what are you doing? Like, just because they open down there don't mean you don't do that. Let me see you do that in pickup.
As soon as you get the ball, you just launch that bitch down the court.
No, you're not Kevin Love. It's not happening.
And I was watching the comp game today on YouTube, and I think a lot of people would be better if they had the concept of this is your role.
Right.
This is your role. Well, the problem is my career has set it up to where everybody's a superstar against the computer.
Right.
So they think they can do this miraculous stuff. And the other problem is they're playing on the lowest difficulty level. Because if you play on Superstar Hall of Fame, you realize real quick, nigga, you are not a superstar.
Bruh, playing against the computer, no matter what, you eventually adapt and learn their tendencies on Hall of Fame. But when you play against somebody who really plays the game, no, get that out of here. Go ahead and sit down, coach, because you're not running. You're not getting no clock. Don't take your warm up off. But yeah, like as far as position, I mostly been playing shooting guard, small forward. Like the build I built just now on this 2K was a small forward, primary slasher, secondary defender. 6'10". I'm not shooting no threes. I don't care. I'm standing in the corner. And
he's gonna play defense and dunk on niggas.
That's all I care about, bro. If Giannis is my dude right now, I'm like, bro, I don't care. I want a lot. Come on. I want to lock you niggas down, and then I'm gonna take it the other way. But no, like I don't care about shooting. I don't care about crossing nobody. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about. I just want to get rebounds, get stops, and get dunks. Like that's like play your role.
The latest build I've been working on is the 6'3" pure shot creator. I should have made him beginning of the year.
For real.
Kyrie build.
For real.
He's like, I made a 188 to make sure my ball speed with balls about as close to the ball handler as possible. But I didn't want to make it the beginning of the year because I thought that, because of speed boosting.
Right. Is he fast enough?
Fam. For one thing, all I got to do is make one good play, and I can speed boost. So that's whether I good shot contest, good pass. Like, I don't have to score.
All right.
Like, a lot of the other builds, like, that are real good, in order to speed boost, you have to score 2 or 3 buckets. With this one, all I got to do is make one good pass, one good defensive play, then I can speed boost off rip. And the way he's set up to be the drunken master of dribbling. Like, I don't have to do a lot of crazy moves, but the more moves I string together, all I need is an inch of space.
Right.
And
it's pure shot creator.
Because you understand, he has Hall of Fame difficult shots, Hall of Fame mid-range dead eye, Hall of Fame teardropper, Hall of Fame tireless scorer, gold acrobat, silver relentless finisher, silver ankle breaker. If you incorporate all that into one play, I'm killing you, fam. Right. I've after playing with it long enough, I'm like, oh, once I get this nigga to 92.
So that's your main right now. So you switch.
Good point guard, yeah. Cause see, I was using the other one, but I don't know. It's just I've always wanted to have a pure shot creator, and I was like, you know what? I play with all these other builds. I'm decent enough. Right. Why not? Plus, I want a challenge. Like everybody else is using these cheesy builds. Right. Everybody's using the same build. Excuse me. And barely anybody's using the pure shot creator anymore. Because at the beginning of the year, that was the build they had because you couldn't contest fadeaway shots. Like the way the shot contest system was set up, all you had to do was fade with them. But they nerfed that, so not many people use it. And when they do use it, they do a lot of dancing behind picks. Like you really don't have to do that. Right. And plus, it's also because, like you said, no one plays the game like they do in real life. Like, they do all this unnecessarily dribbling. Right. And they used to be dribbling in circles and doing all this. Don't get me wrong. Some of those guys are dope because they come from fighting game backgrounds. Like Tekken and Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. So they're used to doing combinations. Right. You get those dudes. Those dudes know what they're doing. They ain't just spamming buttons together. Like, them niggas know what they doing. Like, they know when they do this move, they're getting an ankle breaker. Right. And they will call it out before it happens. I'm going to do this, this, and this. You're like, all right, boom, boom, boom. And your dude starts twerking. You're like, okay, this nigga's the real deal. But some other guys, they just pressing buttons. Right. But in real basketball, what I love about this year is that triple threat. That's a beast. Yeah. I got the one that's called, I think it's normal 5. Where he puts the ball real low to the floor. And you jab step. If I hit you with that spin out. Right. Oh, I'm just reading where you go. Right. Because wherever you go, I'm not going. Right. Because the object on defense, you got to beat me to the spot I'm going to. But if I find you at a position, I'm just going the whole other way. Right. If I spin out and you go this way, I'm just going to hop step this way. Difficult shots. The mid-range is on 95. Moving shot, mid-range 95. And contested shot, mid-range 95. Yeah. Trust me, killer. Kyrie Irving layup package. Get that wrist. Yeah. With the wrist motion. But yeah. But we got Days Gone coming out. Looking to get into that. That's the zombie game with the hordes of zombies.
And you gonna stream it? That's the first game you gonna stream?
Inshallah. Inshallah, it'll be the first one I stream because, like I said, once we get this bedroom suit.
Hold on, you said the 26th.
Well, the bedroom suit comes in May. The game still be fresh.
Oh, okay. So you gonna start streaming next month?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because like I said, as soon as we get that bedroom suit, I'm not. You really don't need much to start streaming. I'm getting the desk. I'm getting the computer chair. I'm getting the monitor. It's getting hooked up. And then from there, I'll build. But all I need is the monitor, the desk, my gaming chair. Mm-hmm. And that's all I need. From that point, I'm just streaming.
Right.
Because I got the laptop. And I'll just be streaming 2-3 times a week.
How long you going to do your streams? Do you know? Or you just...
Starting out, probably no more than an hour, hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Until I get some... until I get some subscribers, some regular people that watch.
Right.
Try to get some moderators, you know what I'm saying? And then once you come in.
Yeah. In the beginning, it's tough. It's tough for sure. But
I could have, like I said, I could have done it on my own console. I was just telling my boy the other day, just that I don't like the way they do the screen on PlayStation. It's too small.
For what?
Basically, like, say this is the screen. This whole side over is blacked out for comments.
Right.
For some reason, the bottom is like blocked off, and all that you got is that square right there to play the game. Like, no, fam, I want the full screen.
Right. That's crazy.
And then it's like kind of laggy a little bit too because it's streaming. Like, no, so I want to be able to hook it up to where my comments and stuff is somewhere else, and the only thing I'm focusing on is what's on my monitor.
Right.
That way I have no lag. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just doing my thing. And like I said, I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be posted on social media. I'm streaming Days Gone and such time premiere and running with it. And now we can change our names, our profile, our ID names on PlayStation finally. So
you can change it? Like,
yep.
What, you get one time to change it or something?
One time is free. And then anytime after that, if you got PlayStation Plus, it's $5.
So before that, you couldn't change your name even if you try to pay?
Nope.
So what
PlayStation
you got to change your...
Whatever I decided to name the gaming channel.
Oh,
I ain't figured it out yet. Because it also depends on what's available on the...
on Twitch?
No, on the PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
IDs. You know, they got these terms of service, TOS and all of that. So, like, when you go in there to choose one, it'll tell you if it's available or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you better make sure it's available on whatever you're streaming, like Twitch or something, too, because...
Yeah. I'll figure it out. It's not going to take it long to figure it out, but we'll get it all together. And if it's not exactly the same, it'll be close enough. But I've had good luck here lately, over the years, coming up with names that no one else has. Typically what happens is I come up with a name, I leave it, and when I go back to it, someone else is taking it.
For real?
Yeah. Like King Leonidas with the X in it was mine for 3-4 years running. I changed it on Twitter. Went back to it. Some nigga in England got it now. So I had to put an underscore in between it.
I hate the underscore.
I
don't go. I hate the underscore, bro.
I was like, what, nigga, you?
I hate the underscore.
I have it everywhere else. Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. That's another one. Snapchat. All King Leonidas. Well, one day I decided I'm gonna change all the names on all the platforms.
Bro,
just to play around.
like that, bro.
I come back and you done took it. Nigga, you ain't the real King Leonidas. I am.
This comedy.
This is Sparta. I want to yell in the mic, but it's too close. So, but so I'll figure it out. But yeah, Days Gone is definitely gonna be the first one that gets streamed, and then I might do some old games that ain't nobody played in a while, just on some shits and giggles.
So as far as naming the channel, have you already had some thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
What you been thinking about?
I thought about Thought about Mad King Gaming. Playoff Game of Thrones, the Mad King. Thought about Night King. Thought about Da Vinci Code. Then it's just spitballing. Nothing really. When I really get in my bag and really start thinking, I'll rough draft and brainstorm.
When you stream, are you just gonna stream like gaming and stuff?
Mostly, yeah, it's just when I stream, it's gonna be gaming. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I need to get my social media. Social media is gonna take care of it. It's gonna bring all of it together. The gaming, streaming, and podcasts will all be filtered through primarily Instagram and Twitter. Like, I don't fuck with Facebook. I'm sorry, Facebook junkies.
I don't be on Facebook either.
But I don't fuck with Facebook. It was fun when it first came out, 2005, 2006, when it was only just for college students. And I think 2008 is when they was like, hey, everybody can have it. And I was like, oh, Facebook is this? And after like 3 years of arguing with niggas and having debates on Facebook and watching Facebook go from something monumental to MySpace, I'm cool with it. That's how Facebook is now, the new day MySpace.
I just be on Instagram, but I don't even post nothing. I just be in browse all day. I'd be like, all right, this last video I'm about to watch before I go do my thing. Oh, what is that? Next thing you know, I'm late for work again. But yeah.
I don't know. I think I need to get back into the habit of just giving myself to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of life circumstances, I had to like withdraw and just focus on grinding. Yeah. Working at 9 to 5. So I got out of touch with just posting. I was getting to the swing of posting. Right. On Facebook and all of that. And like I said, that's why I'm trying to move towards Twitter, because Twitter's more for that. Twitter's more for just posting random thoughts or posting what you got to say. Facebook has become its own entity.
Yeah, Facebook is.
Mostly now it's just memes.
Repost memes and videos.
That's why I'm digging Twitter more, because it's like, it's really genuine. Typically, it's genuinely people's thoughts. Right. And there's just more action going on Twitter, to be completely honest.
Yeah, Twitter's definitely the king right now, but we'll see.
I mean, honestly, it's just more action. When you look at anybody who's in content or entertainment, it's Instagram or Twitter. Yeah. Nobody's fucking with Facebook. So, like, it's time to tap into that before it gets old, and then the next new thing comes out, which I don't see nothing else coming out anytime soon. I think social media has been the pinnacle of making the world smaller, and I don't think you can make it any smaller than what they've done.
Unless you come out.
I've heard Snapchat, but
Snapchat ain't like, I don't know. Snapchat ain't like that. So you got to be friends with everybody before you can see it. Like, you can't see it as a stranger. But yeah, I think if it's something like Instagram mixed with live streaming, like if you scroll through browse and every one of those is a live stream, that might be something different.
Yeah. But see, that gets crazy too, because not everybody should be content. For sure. Because not everybody's entertaining.
Nah. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for us. You know what I'm saying? Get out here. Start getting the bag. There's speculation I ain't been getting the bag. Just because I don't show my bag don't mean I ain't getting no bag.
Facts. Look, don't. This is a quote. I think some nigga said it on Deezus Zamero. Can't remember who it was, but I bet you I can go back and find it. But he said, do not mistake movement as progress. Right. Just because someone's always shaking and moving around don't mean they going anywhere. And just because you don't see a nigga don't mean he ain't going anywhere. Because I tell you right now, my wife and I have grinded. And we're doing well. We're doing well. Because it's what it takes sometimes. Like, my boy Larry posted it on Facebook. He posted it on Facebook and Twitter, but I saw it on Twitter, where he said, Niggas would rather risk their life to make 50, 60K in a couple months, 2 or 3 months, moving dope, as opposed to grinding and hustling and working for 6 months to a year for 70, 80K.
Right.
Like, nah, man, I trust me, the grind, when you work for it and things start coming together, it definitely makes that work that you put in worth it.
Right.
It makes it where when those days you don't want to go to work, you realize why you're working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, my wife and I agree to get this landscaping done. I can't wait.
For real.
Man, because I can't do it. I want to, but I don't have the time. Between work, trying to get this content going and all that, I just not enough hours in the day. So we're going to go, but we worked for it to get the money to pay for it. But they're going to beautify all of this. Go ahead and get my nigga a shape up. Go ahead and taper them bushes out there, my G. Cut this out. Shape this nigga up real quick. Make him look nice.
Right.
Yeah, we got that going. And inshallah, in a couple of years, her car will be paid off and I can get what I want. You all right? I want a muscle car. Everybody talking about Lexus. You can keep your Lexus, fam. I know, luxury, whatever. I'm from the era of loud engines and engines that purr. It's my grandfather got me to that, man. My grandfather got me into that. He was big on race cars. Yeah. And I remember he had this, I think it was a Trans Am, Grand Am. It was one of the Pontiacs, but it was white. Right. It was the first time I had an appreciation for dual exhaust. Because I didn't know that's what made cars sound the way they sounded. And he got in there and that boy was purring. I'm like, I like this. And my granddaddy was so obsessed with his car that we would sit up on the porch and a car ride by, he'd get up, go out there and wipe it down. He said, can't have no car that could put no dust on my baby. And ever since then, I started having this obsession with muscle cars. And then when they came out with that Dodge Challenger, I think it was 2009, 2010, I said, I got to have that nigga right there. I got to have that right there. And that's what I'm getting. I want that bad boy matte black. We call it Miss Seeley.
What?
From The Color Purple, Miss Seeley? Miss Seeley! You show is ugly.
That's hilarious.
I'm just black.
I'm ready to be able to just take all the time I be putting in at the work to just putting it into the content.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I want to get to the point where, like they say, man, if you love what you do, you never work a day in life.
All right. I just want to be sleeping while I'm cashing these checks.
It's not even that. Like I said, I just want to love what I do. Right. And there's never enough hours in the day type deal when I'm working. As opposed to right now when I go to work, I play the fucking clock game. Right. Like, I'm not going to look at the clock for the next 2 hours. So you just working. You're like, oh, let me look at the clock real quick. It's only been 20 minutes. The fuck, nigga? Ah!
Yo, it be like that, yeah.
So yeah, man, that's the goal, man, to love what you do and not to, I don't like the way businesses are ran when it comes to like passive aggressiveness. And, you know, as a black man in America, I'm always handicapped to where you have to kiss ass to move ahead. Like, I can't play the Game of Thrones that other people play. I can't be aggressive. I can't be assertive. I can't confront people because you're an angry black man. oh, I don't know what his mind state is. He kind of scares me. It's almost like talking to the cops. I'm not talking to the cops crazy, fam. Like, I already know bad things gonna happen, and it's like it's the same way it is on the job. You say something out the way to me, I can't really say what I want to say,
right?
Because it's gonna always get taken the wrong way. Like, for instance, I was upset because they switched my titles the other day at work. And I didn't find out till I got there. I thought I was gonna be doing A. Got there, realized I'll be doing D. I don't like doing D. Pause. Let's use another letter. I was doing C. All right, I was doing C. I don't like doing C. Like, I don't like doing this. Well, there's really nothing we can do. I want to be like, well, you should have thought about that, and at least called somebody and said something. You wait till I get here to be like, you're gonna be. I want to say that, but if I say that to these two older white women, and no matter how I put it, I'm 6 foot, bald head, beard, and black as night. I'm already scared when I walk into the room, especially with the confidence. Cause I don't walk in meek. I walk in like I own the motherfucking place. I have always been. I walk in like I own the place. My last job, they used to be like, ask me all the time, well, how do you do this? Because I act like I'm the boss. That's the reason why I get along with a lot of these people. I don't act like an employee. I don't act like this job is paying me. I act like I pay the people who work here. I act like I know everything.
Right.
So y'all want to get to the point where I don't have a boss. I set my own. And another reason why I want to do that, because right now I kind of set my own schedule, and there is a freedom in that. A freedom in I get to pick what days I want to work and how many hours I want to work this week. And still keeping in mind, like, I have to work a certain amount of hours. I think that also gets me prepared for this content thing. Because I know once I look at the analytics and how we're getting paid and all that, and I got a guy who knows all that stuff too, by the way, I forgot to tell you.
About what? The analytics?
The analytics, algorithms, how
what?
How to monetize.
Podcasts and stuff like that?
Podcast, YouTube, the whole nine.
That's what's up.
But once I figure that out, I can look and be like, okay, this week I got this A, B, and C to do with my wife. We're going to do these on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So that leaves Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Okay. What am I going to do on Sunday?
Right.
Do it. Let the subscribers or watchers or listeners know. Well, the podcast is going to be pretty much the same every week. But everything else, let them know these days I'll be streaming, or these days. And then me and you can also communicate as well, like what days we'll be doing the double stream.
For sure.
Yeah, since we had a week off, we don't have much other than Ramadan and what we talked about. And honestly, I'm not a scholar, so there's really not much more to put on Ramadan. Yes. Like, I'm not going to get into all of that moon sightings and all of that, because someone said something about that last year. I think was about like sighting the moon. I said, dude, it's 2000 at that time. It was 2000. It's 2018. I got an iPhone for that.
Right.
I got an iPhone and I got internet. Like, I will watch both of them to let me know when Ramadan starts, my nigga. Like, I'm not going to know. What the fuck you mean? Out every night looking at the moon, looking at the phases of the moon. That's not what I'm here for. Right. Not every Muslim is here for all that extra shit. That's certain people to do certain things. You just heard us talking about basketball teams. I'm a point guard. That's my role. You ain't gonna catch me in the paint trying to do post moves, my G. It's not, So no, you're not gonna catch me outside looking at the moon like Ramadan's gonna be no.
Another 45 minutes.
I'm cool on that, fam. I just, So, no, there's not really much more to talk about other than that. Just remember that Ramadan is about discipline and purification. It's about getting yourself better. The esotericness of it is it helps cleanse your spirit and your soul of sins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can get into the hadith about the week after Ramadan. I think it's like if you fast 7 days after Ramadan in the next month, it's as if you fasted for a whole year.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. The typical consensus is what I usually do is I don't find this stuff out until Ramadan. I try to get to that point. Probably never do. One of these years, inshallah, I'm going to get that blessing of a full year of fasting.
You going to fast? Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? One day I'm going to get that hadith together. We're going to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Every year I kind of come down the court. Right now, it's like Steph Curry shooting for the logo. It's like logo Dame. Like, I try.
Yeah, like I find
out. And I airball, every rip.
I'll be finding out like on the 5th or 6th day.
I hit the rim last year.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
I hit the rim last year. I hit the rim last year. I almost got there. I don't know if I'm going to go for it this year, but I mean, it's nice to have that barakah, that blessing,
For sure. Intentions matter.
But this year, I'm more focused on incorporating prayer back into my life on a regular basis because right now it's spotty. Definitely trying to get my health together. I got a gut coming I need to get rid of. Hopefully Ramadan shaves some of this off. As soon as Ramadan's over, I can hit this gym up. Really got to hit the gym up. Just need to incorporate some type of cardio in my life.
For sure.
But anyway, inshallah, we will have some more cohesive topics to talk about in this podcast. Sure. I'm going to get my nigga in the gym here.
Hey, look,
in pre-production, we started eating and talking. We find out this nigga has not been in the gym at all. He ain't even got his gym bag ready.
Hey.
But even though we still had a pretty good podcast this one.
Right.
But until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings. Y'all be safe.